Wednesday the 29th of January. After I get the polytunnel cover back on, this table here, I'm going to put that in the polytunnel, well, clean it sometime later this week, put it in the polytunnel as my potting table. I think I mentioned before I've got about 13 of these pots. I think they're £3 each from Wilko. And most of the rest of them are out the front with dahlias in them. Last year, everyone's dahlias seemed to survive outside because there was hardly any frost all year. But I presume most people will be getting killed this year. So those black sheets there, I'll wash them up later in the week, because what I've learned is to put in the polytunnel, have everything off the ground so that makes it more difficult for the slugs and snails to get to them. I've done a little bit of work on getting the compost pile going, but I haven't actually really got much to put on it. I've got a few twigs there that I got off the tree there a few days ago. Got that to add, and I've still got those marrows to add. I think those marrows are all F1, so if I took the seed from them, you're not quite sure what you'd get out of them. I've got some rough kind of sorting system, so if something's in a black bag, that basically means it's rubbish, but I need to sort through it first before I throw it away. While the stuff in the green bags at the other end, that's the good stuff that I'm keeping, but I still need to wash it first. So that's a polytunnel cover. I got it out of a dilapidated shed, so I'll be able to have a look in there afterwards, see what I've actually got there. The floor's a bit of a mess, but I just want to get on with it. It's 1 PM now, and it's going to start raining at 3:30. There's not much wind for the next week, so I'm not actually going to completely secure down the polytunnel cover today. I'm going to spread it out over the next couple of days. One thing I will be doing today is, when I put it on last year, I had problems with the entrance end. I couldn't actually get all the zips all the way down, so you might see me faffing around trying to get the zips down first before I then try securing the cover in place. We're going to be having a bit of a mystery sowing sometime later in the year. I was thinking maybe the beginning of March would be a good time for it. I don't know where you can see them here, but I've got various seed packets where, because they've been like out in the open, the whatever's on the cover has worn out. I think one of these will be comfrey, and others might, I'm not quite sure what others might be. So we'll have you can have a guess along later in March when we sow all the mystery seeds. So this table here, that was only a stand-in potting table. The one I used to have is like in bits over down there somewhere. This bed, yeah, is where I sleep when I'm on slug duty. Not quite. This is I found it dumped somewhere. Well, not dumped, but it was put out to be taken away. It's got a loose wheel on it, which is, I think, somewhere in the shed. So that's what I put the black sheets on. And I've got a habit of using little bathroom tiles to make things level. So that's why those tiles are at the bottom there. I was thinking that I'd actually remove, now that I know that I've got a source of wood chips, I'm thinking of removing this weed control sheet, but because I just want to get on with putting the cover on, for the time being it's staying. And similarly, Right, I haven't completely cleaned or tidied up the floor here, but it doesn't matter because there's not really much none of the plants are going on the floor, so I suppose it doesn't really matter that the floor is a bit of a mess at the moment. We can sort that out later after it dries up. So I'll put you in place and you can watch me work, have a laugh. What I tend to do is to move bits of the polytunnel cover sheet over that sidebar and then move it over this one, then over that one, and then over the last one at the end there. So that's like my general strategy of how one man does a two-man job. I presume this is a two-man job. So I'll put you down on the table. I'm wearing a summer jumper because I got a bit cold. Also got a t-shirt on as well. drip in here from a couple of months ago, whatever the storm was beginning with B, because that's when the cover came off, mainly per force rather than my choice. I do have some polytunnel tape, but I've never used it. It looks like I'll be using it this week. Okay, I'll turn you around because what I'm going to concentrate on is the door end first, which I should be able to sort out, particularly now that we've got what can be described as a bit of slack at the other end. Okay, so I was able to close the door, so tea break time obviously, so that'll be like the end of this video. So I have a tea break, come back and then start work on them, putting it in place. There's no wind at the moment, it's like less than 10 miles an hour. Okay, this should last at least a week because there's no wind for a week.